All right, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. We're going to jump into a quick reading for Sagittarius. So let's dive into your energy for Sag. I think we'll use the Christmas deck. Okay. You could be coming into greater balance in the future. You could be really prioritizing your energy or what's important, transferring energy between what's not important, what wasn't giving to you towards what is. Yeah, you're seeing something very clearly. We have the moon in the reverse and the Seven of Wands. So you're the moon in the reverse means coming out of some kind of deception, illusion, some kind of lack of clarity. Could be emotions. The Seven of Wands means you're protecting or fighting for something, and protecting yourself. And we have the Page of Wands. So this could be, she's lighting a candle here, starting something new. Something that you're investing in energetically. This could be something that brings a lot of joy to you. I think you're beginning to be willing to try new things, or there could be something about that. Maybe you're just like kind of expanding your I heard roster, but it could also be your menu of your options or what you want in your life. So Sagittarius, Queen of Wands. This is you, very powerful, very passionate, very confident energy. Yeah, you're dropping anything that's been causing conflict in your life with the Five of Wands in the reverse. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. You've gone through some big rest period or some kind of huge culmination or ending in the past. You've grieved something, you've released something. A lot of these kind of upgrades could have been happening also in your sleeping time. Anything else for Sag? Yeah, this is like letting go of things from the past. Maybe you're really reflecting on why you were involved in these situations. There could have been a lot of like games, or somebody could have been playing games with you, or like machinations, I heard. This could be a Scorpio, but doesn't have to be. Or it could be something that you ended. But there's definitely something about your peace being restored. Yeah, this could have been like a way you were sabotaging yourself even in your connections, maybe even potentially. It doesn't have to be, or at least financially. There was something that was unjust here, maybe because of doubts or lack, or maybe fighting. There's some kind of freedom or opportunities here beyond because you've done some kind of shadow work. Maybe you were dealing with people in their shadow. You're breaking beyond the South Node or like past repetitive cycles. Yeah, things that were holding back beginnings. They could have been bringing actually more endings than anything else, I think. Yeah, there was something here that I think you overgave to others to the detriment of your own strength and empowerment, and that was an issue here. And now you're ending cycles. Very interesting. So you could feel like there's a lot of like new energy, kind of like culmination energy. I'm seeing somebody on like a bike that has like lights a light bulb. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's like I don't know. But you definitely decided to close off to something, and that could have been the breakthrough. But let's see what else. Actually, let's get one of these. Keep it funky fresh. Sagittarius, your advice. Okay, we have Trout in the reverse. We have Spider and Passion Flower. Someone else got this yesterday. I think it was Virgo. I'm not sure. You might have those placements, but let's go ahead and see. Trout and the Lily of the Valley. Something could have been weighing you down. Doesn't have to be. Four. You could be seeing 4 as a number a lot. Both the trout and lily of the valley symbolize return and restoration. A river or lake teeming with trout indicates a balanced, healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts at rewilding streams often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habitats once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers like dams removed. Likewise, the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit said to have slain the last dragon in England. Wherever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley grew, and once the dragon was killed, Saint Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude. Very interesting. Is there harmony within a personal ecosystem? How do I tell the difference between a toxic person, situation, idea, or one that is required for balance? Well, we did see something about dark shadow work here. It looks like, let's get you extra messages, Sagittarius. Somebody could be a joker or something, or a jester. Anything else, like the one who like dances in front of the king? I don't know what that's about. Sagittarius. Okay, we got one from the ground. It says entrapment. That's not very good. Anything else for Sag? Maybe somebody wants to keep you tied down or get you in a bad contract. Like maybe they think that you're there to entertain them or something. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's because they find you amusing, but good for fucking you. Like, avoid people preying on your downfall. So this could be something you're moving beyond in the past and it impacted your finances. It's they could have been holding you back from new beginnings. Do your best. God does the rest. I love it. They don't want you to win. Wants to celebrate your failures. Wow, this is gay. That's gay energy. Don't entertain that energy. This person could have been spoiled, very spoiled. Ego loves a comfort zone. So maybe this person has a lot of ego. They only ever abused you and sending messages via telepathy. So maybe this person's like swearing at you. I'm just kidding. Smear campaign. That's funny. Trip the wire to trigger the leap. Trip the wire to trigger the leap into a new timeline. So maybe you've got to do something different, like this Uranus energy, leaping towards something new, shake shit up, say no, say yes, just do the opposite of whatever you're going to do. Just do the opposite. Why not? Fuck it. Just kidding. Ask for loud, clear guidance. Maybe you need to speak with your spirit team, ask them to give you clear, loud guidance or understanding, or maybe like you pose a question and you realize it comes up in an answer, like somebody's talking about it later on in the day, and you're like, that's funny, I was thinking about that this morning. Creating movement, but it's also a good thing, and of course it's to be expected, everything's connected. Creating movement. So yeah, keep moving. You're not the same, evolved. So that's interesting. I think you've already moved beyond something that was quite toxic in your life, like the fish that swims away out of dirty water into a cleaner area. Know thy worth. You could be following the streams of currents, effortlessly receiving. Yeah, very nice. Do not re-traumatize. Yeah, so this could be about breaking away from those dynamics or people, entrapment. So that's toxic. Anything else for Sag? Maybe this is somebody controlling, or maybe like a sense of low self-worth, like somehow got you entangled in this or something. Stay cloaked, kind of sideways though, so maybe you're unveiling your cloak now. Bait and switch, yeah, see through the illusion. I think Cancer got that. Never hang out or allow envious people into your life. Yeah, what are their motives? That's why it's important to not small circle, right? Focus on happiness, be gentle with yourself. And the relationship with them overpowers your relationship with yourself, so you need to sacrifice it basically. Do not re-traumatize. They love working for it. So maybe this is somebody who would rather do all the work anyways, or they need to be. Always follow God, no one else. Exactly. Universe is always willing to help. And we have pressure cooker. And we have, so it could just be a matter of time. Be mindful of your social status / reputation. They want to ruin your opportunities. That sucks. So this could be somebody who has bad motives. So be careful because they might not like support your growth or your networking or whatever. Keep strategizing your improvement and energetic. Because I feel like that sucks. You need somebody who's like confident in themselves. Energetic changes are felt. So just keep doing the work, I guess. Keep moving, keep shifting, keep flowing. Let's get you one of these. That's messages for Sag. And we'll get some tarot advice. Anything else for Sag? Yeah, I think you took people's problems on as your own in the past. You could have realized that. Like maybe you didn't realize like what was yours, what was not yours kind of energy. Yeah, you became more vulnerable with yourself. You started to drop these burdens. You decided to explore new ways of living, doing, being, outer strength. Gotta love it. Blissed out. Very nice. Okay. Very nice. Okay, let's see your advice. Actions from the highest teams. Angel Michael, guardians and guides for the highest timeline. Angel Michael. Continue to have strength, especially from anything in the past. Don't sabotage yourself. Anything else for advice? Continue to move towards new beginnings, Page of Wands, which we saw in your future position. Let go of any repetitive loop patterns, thought patterns. Focus on your money, Elemental of Pentacles, and come out of stagnation or rest, maybe slowly but surely. Anything else for Sag? Just stay moving, I think. There's something about keeping the energy moving. Somebody could be sad. Or you could have been dealing with sadness in the past, but this could have been something about your career. Doesn't have to be. Somebody could be moving. I don't think it's you. Could be a Cancer. Doesn't have to be. Oh. Interesting. You don't need anybody right now at this time, Queen of Wands, because advice from a friend in the reverse, you don't really need anybody's input at this time. I think maybe their input could be detrimental. Deep personal strength and peace. You can see how like rest she is, the Queen of Wands in this deck. She's got like a gift on her lap. She's kind of just chilling. There's new beginnings, opportunities for you. This could be regarding the Page of Wands here. Tell me more, Sag. I think you're moving beyond temporary people in your life. Yeah, your money could be improving, or there could be increased power coming towards you. Success, yeah. This could be from an older man, or it could be a Scorpio, or it could be a boss. Doesn't have to be. Um, anything else for Sag? I think you're going to get serious, or you're getting more serious. You could have been dealing with an older masculine in the past that you broke away from because you weren't happy. So maybe this person hangs out with a lot of people if you need confirmation. I think you're on the way towards greater wealth, especially if your finances were threatened at some point. Yeah, someone's trying to make you do something against your will, so you broke up with them. You're on the right path now, though. Yeah, this is temptation. Interesting. Yeah, this could be a Cancer. This person could be a Leo, has lots of pride. Could also be gay or LGBTQ, doesn't have to be. You've overcome this challenge. You're successfully overcoming some kind of temptation as well as you continue to move the energy. This is selenite. It's really nice, actually. So I don't know. It's a good vibe. I love selenite, honestly. Anything else? You're going to have a good time in the future. Don't worry about nothing. I think that your ability to cut what's not serving you might actually open up the gateway towards like better, honestly. So I kind of feel like I want to do heard of placebo. What the hell? I don't know what that's about. Or placenta or something. Maybe there's something about growing something. But Sag, what's your messages? Any last Sabian symbol messages from their spirit team, guardians and guides of the highest light for their highest timeline? We have Virgo 9. So 9 is your number. We do have the Virgo South Node right now. Let's go ahead and see. Virgo is about purification, money, daily routine health habits, give and take dynamics, reciprocity. 9 is about spirituality, Sagittarius travel, expansion. 15 could be a relevant number, doesn't have to be. An expressionist painter making futuristic drawings. An expressionist painter is making futuristic drawing. As he's an expressionist painter, he's probably an artist ahead of his time. Yeah, that's interesting. Or at least a different perspective to life than most people. The painter may be focused and concentrating on his task or the exclusion of all else in his life. So maybe that's a suggestion. I don't know. The painter paints, draws, and makes plans with his thoughts, feelings, and emotions. He responds to his creations in the moment. The futuristic drawing can be schemes. Drawings or plans of things may apply or may not eventually come into reality. So this could be about really like her broadcasting, but creating, blueprinting your reality. Individuality and originality seems to be the uppermost requirements to get the most out of the situation facing you. So originality, we have a lot of strong Mercury and Uranus opposition energy in November. So Uranus is all about, the divine, and Aquarius energy. It's very erratic sometimes, very quick, very fast. Mercury is also a very extremely fast planet. It'll be in Sagittarius. Sagittarius forms a sextile to Aquarius energy, so it'll be sextile in Pluto in Aquarius. So it's a great time to go deep with our mind, basically. And it's opposing Uranus, but the oppositions can usually mean people in our lives or our connections. Gemini rules our local community, friends, community members, friends, coworkers, whatever. Also just the mind in general. Let's continue. Let's see, where were we? Even against the pressures of a more traditional or socially acceptable response, it is your individual creativity that is needed now. I mean, confirmation horn, there was like a long gas horn outside, just as I said that. But this could be something about like really leaning into, because, especially since Pluto and Aquarius is sextiling your energy for the next 20 years, this is a great time to lean into originality, breaking the confines, the borders, the past, right? Aquarius supersedes Capricorn, which is all about conservatism. So it's about getting innovative, and it's fast changes. Try to look at things. I think the last time Uranus was in Gemini actually was World War II, I think. Don't quote me on that, but which would make sense because Gemini rules the mind, and Uranus means like innovations or things like that. And it's an air sign. I think that's when they had the airships. So there's a lot of stuff to do with flight. Aquarius and Gemini are both air signs, so it's also about the thoughts. It's about elevating. It's about quick, fast changes, right? And there's a lot of innovations during World War II, I believe, because you had to like basically create, a weapon to stop the war. Basically, was what I understood. But anyways, let's see what else we have. I'm actually curious if I'm correct on that. Let me see that. Uranus and Gemini years. Because we have Uranus that's, I think, just about to go retrograde one last time in Taurus, and then it's going to go full-fledged into Gemini now. So it's been in Taurus, I think, for the last 7 years, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Uranus was in Gemini during periods of 1941 to 1948. So I think that's World War II. 18th, yeah. So very interesting. Very interesting. All right, so there's probably more. Maybe I should do a video on that, actually. Maybe I should do some analysis on that. Thanks for the idea. Let me write this down. Check out my channel. Maybe I'll do it soon. Uranus, maybe I'll do it today. in Gemini. Because that's interesting how that works with Pluto in Aquarius. I like that. It's very intriguing. I don't know. I don't think Pluto was in Aquarius the last time it was World War II at all. So, actually, I'm kind of curious, when was Pluto in Aquarius? That's funny. 1515 on the clock. I just searched what was Pluto in which sign during 1941 to 1948, and apparently it's Leo, which makes sense because 1515 is Leo energy. It's all about the kind of, you can get a lot of like grandiose kind of king figures with Leo sometimes. So maybe there was more of that focus at that time, right? But anyways, let's see what else we can get. You might have like prominent fifth house transits though going on right now, like if Aquarius was your fifth house. Anyways, try to look at things in a different light. Picture how things look in the future if you take the steps towards take the steps you're contemplating. So maybe you're really trying to make or think about things at the long term or the far distant to make the choices now to lead to which desired outcome 10, 15, 20, 40 years down the line. Will things work out as planned? What is the interpretation of the future? Who and what does it include? Many different elements go into creating what's possible in our lives. And we do have a lot of like initiatory energy in 2025 and 2026, so it's a great time to think long term. One thing is having the vision. Everyone has a vision. Another thing is having the drive, energy, and positive affirmation to see the vision turn into reality. So maybe you need to make sure that whatever reality you're manifesting aligns with who you are. A vision without the drive is useless, and also to maintain a sense of drive or manifest the drive to maintain the vision. Maintain both aspects and your chances of success in the future undoubtedly improve. However, always thinking that things will be much better in the future can lead to the loss of enjoying life in the present. So don't be afraid to ground down. Keywords: creativity projected into the future, seeing things ahead of their time, taking chances. I mean, Sagittarius rules premonitions, right? So does Aquarius. Aquarius is like divine inspiration. Taking chances, having the dreamer's disease, talent, seeing things in a different way, being unrestricted by reality, time machines and time travel, artists, architects, and engineers. Plans, schemes, and blueprints. When I win the lottery, forecasting and prediction, genius, sketches, and abstract art. Reminds me of those people that talk about like manifesting, winning lotteries, and how it's worked for them. It's interesting. Focusing on tomorrow, not today. The caution: not seeing the complete picture. Plans that often come to nothing. Being. I don't feel this energy, honestly. I feel like this is something good for you. I feel like with Virgo 9, Virgo's about, with the South Node there, this is all about getting to the root of a matter right now, which could be really helpful. Let's get some quotes. I like dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Thomas Jefferson. We worry about what a child will be tomorrow, yet we forget what he is someone today. See things as you would have them be instead of as they are. Great minds have purposes, others have wishes. And we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts we make our world. Buddha. Know that what I'm looking forward to, the future. Carl, The Simpsons. Everyone is an architect of his own future. Mathurin Rezhny. You'll see it when you believe it. You'll see it when you believe it. Wayne Dyer. Well, back to the drawing board. Peter Arno. And life is a great big canvas, and you should throw all the paint on it you can. Danny Kaye. I think I literally started your reading saying something about getting messy, like the artistic kind of like, that's what I was seeing. I was literally seeing, or was that a different reading? No, that was Cancer. Sorry, I was talking about Cancer's reading. They had a similar theme. So, I mean, Jupiter is in Cancer, so I don't know if you guys are having the same energy, but I don't know. Creative process, eh? Okay, let's see what else we can get. Let's finish with some last extra messages. If you like the reading, please hit like. Thank you so much for your support. I really deeply appreciate it. I love to see the likes. It makes me feel loved. I feel so supported. Sagittarius. So hit your girl up. Anything else? Could be going through a lot of lifestyle shifts at this time, or like it's kind of like the future that you envision is going to shift everything kind of in your lifestyle almost. Avoid drama seekers who complicate your life. It says you're not the same, evolved. We already read that. Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter, that song. Don't believe them. Interesting. So maybe you have a keener eye with somebody. Change your attitude / frequency. Change your life. So this could be the key. And it says not wasting your time. Old timeline slammed shut. So really just getting out of your energy. You don't need no bullshit going on. Window of opportunity coming. Clear out the bullshit to take it. So it's really like that grieving, that purging, seeing through tricks. And it says the relation. I'm seeing like a boxer. Maybe this person was gonna like knock you out or something. The relationship, or maybe one of those, like, you know, in those carnivals they have the giant hammer and they slam it and it's like ding 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 ding. Like, I don't know what that's about. The relationship with them overpowers. Yeah, we already saw that. So maybe you need to just whack-a-mole out of your reality. They're not healed enough for you. So you could just feel it. Like maybe they're just toxic. Just wants to distract you, then drop you. Ugh. Ugh. It's not worth it. Hothead. Yeah, this could be somebody who has like anger issues. That's crazy. Pressure cooker. Ugh. Entrapment. Ugh. Yikes. Let's get you a beautiful familiar. My lovely, gorgeous Sagittarius. Hope you are well. Hope you are making good plans. Manifestation. Sagittarius. Cooperation in the reverse. So they don't want you to cooperate with this person's plans. Don't be fragile around this person. Be strong. Yeah, this person is dealing with something. You're transforming. This person has malice. And we have advantage here on the ground. Mouse. Let's go ahead and read. Mouse. Maybe people underestimate you. Oh, sorry. Something almost fell, but it didn't fall. Mouse. Okay. Squeak and shout. There is no doubt a lucky break has come about. Take a chance. Today's the day. 'Tis favorable in every way. Interesting. Your dreams could be coming true. Also, networking or unexpected changes. Oh my, the things I can do. Being as small and quiet as I am offers you a most advantageous opportunity to uncover what's being said behind closed doors and muted voices. So you could be like spying or like energetically picking up. I heard transferences or something about that. I'm seeing like literally the Harry Potter scene where it's like dropping the ear. As I scurry about the place across the floor, on shelving or over tables, there's an awful lot I hear and see and reveal to you. The worst that can happen to me or my friends is a broom on the behind. Long are the days we fall for the cheese and the chopper trick. So maybe somebody's trying to bait you. So come now and give me my instructions. Where is it you need me to go and who is it you need me to keep an eye on? So maybe you're keeping a very keen eye at this time. You're perceiving, you're observing, and what is what you wish to know? So you could be asking your spirit team for any downloads or questions you have. Employ my powers now and I help you get to the right places at the right time and put your ear to the ground so you can glean what you need. Be mindful, though, to put all the information to proper use, or it's your head on the block, not mine. So make sure you aren't ignoring anything. Your words and actions are closely observed. Promotion is probable. Double check everything. Getting things really right does matter. Now, do nothing and seek your foreign time. They see the light, and you'll be to your disadvantage. Most favored familiar for transmutation. If you find yourself overrun with mics, seek a humane way to remove them, and then look at what you're failing to take care of. Maintenance, hygiene, or proper storage. So those could all be areas that you're thinking about or working on. Use as a trigger to get your house in order. I think I spoke about that in your reading like not too long ago. Yeah, 12 could be also a relevant number, but get your house in order. That seems to be a huge priority for you. So anything you can do that helps support your foundation, your mental health, your mental well-being, your ability to process, perceive, clearly observe, things like that will be useful. Sagittarius, any last messages? Legend. Gotta love it. Somebody could like see how abundant you are and they're like, it makes them like pissed. Like this person is literally like angry at your success or something like that. Like that's so toxic. I think you had to like protect yourself from this person. Yeah, trauma bond triggered. Yeah, that's crazy. Get fucked. I love it. You gotta love it. That's a great place to end this reading. Thank you so much for being here. Please hit like, subscribe, and get a personal through the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. And again, we have explore. So continue to expand the new opportunities and expand your because freedom. This I just noticed Uranus. We were talking so much about the Aquarius energies with Uranus and Gemini, which is ruling Pluto and Aquarius actually. So that's really interesting actually. But thanks, and they're trining each other. Like versus like Uranus and Taurus. That's a square with Pluto and Aquarius. So even though it's ruling Pluto and Aquarius, it might have been like less comfortable when Uranus was in Taurus and Pluto just recently went into Aquarius. But now we're starting to experience more of that kind of excitement, that fast energy of the air signs. Sometimes so fast that some of their innovations, like the what is it called? Those like flying balloon things that we're gonna like replace aircraft or something, airplanes. Sometimes it's not always super figured out, but innovation, it's fast. So yeah, someone here could have green eyes, side note, but protect yourself as well, observe people, and good luck. Take care.